Alrighty then.
Best show ever, Jack.
Oh, yeah. I was glad I was here.
I'm glad you're here, too. This is awesome. So, had a great night last night. As you know, Thursday night, we bring comics into the Volcano Union Inn, do a little show, $5 and dinner. It's pretty good.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug on behalf of myself and Jack Mitchell, the publisher of the Amador Ledger Dispatch and myachome.com.
Yeah.
Shameless plug. I look at it all the time. I look at it all the time. There's a lot of good stuff on there. A lot of good stuff. I'm actually looking for a date on there. No.
Really?
No.
Do we do that?
Yeah. I'm tired of going to the main event and using the same pickup line. Nice tooth.
I've actually been working on the Wild and Scenic designation for the main event.
What is that?
The Wild and Scenic designation for the main event. I think we should do it as a county. I'm totally behind that.
It's a national historic landmark, that place. It's like the bar scene from Star Wars. I go there for karaoke on Thursday nights.
The thing that amazes me, the same guy's there.
Did you go last night?
No.
I think she did.
I did not go last night. I should have gone last night. Whatever.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the comics that we had last night, Evan Cassidy voted one of the top 5 comics to watch by OC Weekly down in, they're both from the Southern California area. Very funny guys. And our next comic is also a very funny guy. Brought the house down last night. He's been on Comedy Central's Up Next and Comedy Central Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Daniel Eachus.
Daniel!
Awesome. Yes, it was a good day. Make some noise for that, please. Yes. All right. The 2 people had good days. Everybody else, not yet. It's been what? It's been 3 months now. I'm still holding strong in my New Year's resolution, which is awesome. This year for New Year's, I gave up.
Golf clap for
I just gave up. That was it. This is cool. This is the year, though, the 2015. This is the year. All my friends have been trying to get me to start working out, gaining muscle and stuff. I've just never had a reason to work out before. People are always like, oh, it makes you feel great. I'm like, oh, so does In-N-Out. I don't know. I just know too many people who are way too buff for no reason at all. They'll just never use that amount of buffness in their daily life. It's like, oh, I work out all day, every day. I'm so ready for my job at the Sprint store. Bro, phones aren't that heavy. Don't worry about it. Like, that's too much. No one's ever going to remember that when you're gone. That's never on a gravestone. Just like, here lies Daniel, a loving son, a good person, abs of steel, very crisp glutes. Never forget. Thursday was leg day. Forget that. I don't know. I'll never be that guy. I'm the skinny guy. I'm that dude every time I ride in the car with my friends. I always have to sit in the back, in the middle. I'm like, why am I being punished for eating less? My buddy's like, you just don't weigh enough to sit in the front without a car seat. That's all. I don't know. Some people will get disgusted that I'm so skinny. It's like, oh my God, eat a sandwich. All I have to do is lie and everything changes. I'm like, actually, I just lost 300 pounds. Like, oh my God, you look so good. I don't know. I like it. I like being skinny. My friends never call me up to help them move. What they do is just like, hey, we're going to get this couch real quick. Daniel, carry the pillows. I'll carry both of them, thank you. I'm doing curls. I don't know. I'm trying to be manlier, I guess. That's the thing. My buddies tell me I should get a tattoo, which I can never. I'm scared of needles. I can never do it. It'd be like, Daniel, what happened to that tiger you were going to get? I'd be like, yeah, the needle hurt. Now I just have a comma. Thinking about finishing into a semicolon. Now get the winky face. I could never do it. I got plenty of friends with tattoos. I know this girl specifically, she's got tattoos all the way up to her neck, and she thinks it makes her look younger, but she's like, I don't know, you can't see all my wrinkles, but I'm like, yeah, but you look like a wall in the ghetto. Like, it's a little too much, right? I don't know. My friend Dave, same thing. He's got full tattoos all the way up to his neck, and he's always complaining to me about not being able to get a job. He's just like, I don't get it, man. I'm like, dude, what's not to get? You got a tattoo of a demon on your neck. Should have been smarter about this and gotten a tattoo of your resume. It's like, hey, check it out. Shift lead at Burger King, 04 to 08. Oh, that's terrible, man. I just don't get drunk and get a tattoo, right? That's the worst. In fact, I think if you get pulled over for drinking and driving, instead of getting a DUI, you should just have to get a drunk tattoo in that moment. He's like, all right, you made one mistake. Let's go help you make another one. There we go. That's terrible because you have to be reminded of that for the rest of your life, every day. Just like, oh, why'd I have to get drunk and get a tramp stamp of the cast of Boy Meets World, right? It's terrible. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I'm just scared of needles, so we're good there. I'm scared of spiders, too. Anyone else? I freak out. It's like I'm getting mugged, but really I wish it was that easy. Just like, here, take my wallet. Just leave my family alone, right? It's like getting mugged. Actually, it's worse than getting mugged. A guy could have a gun in my face. If there's a spider on that gun, I'd be like, oh my God, a spider. Shoot me. Shoot me now. This is scary. I couldn't do it, man. I turn into such a wussy. I use anything to kill him. Like, no joke, I once killed a spider by spraying it with Febreze. Just until it drowned. I don't even think the spider cared. He's like, oh, fresh to death. All right, let's do this. I don't know. Not the manliest guy, I guess. But there was a time before I was doing comedy, I was trying to find ways to make more money. I got paid $30 to dress up like Spider-Man at a little kid's birthday party. And thanks for laughing. I get, like, normally the guy in the Spider-Man suit is supposed to look buff. All the little kids were looking at me like, it looks like you haven't been bit by the spider yet. One little kid was like, Spider-Man doesn't wear a cape. I'm like, it's not a cape, it's a large. Shut up. This is dumb. It's just dumb. I don't know. I've had weird jobs, man. Before that, I worked on this haunted maze thingy in Long Beach, and I was a vampire on it. And that was tough for me because I don't know anything about vampires. Like, there's only two types of vampires that I know. There's the modern-day vampire that's like, oh, P90X, glitter, you know? And then there's Count Chocula, who's a lovable serial character. Both of those aren't scary. I had to be scary, not to mention I'm the least intimidating dude ever. Like, I would pop out and 7-year-old kids would be like, I could take him. I just had to settle for being creepy. I just grabbed my cape, draped it over, and whispered in people's ears like, hey, I'm naked under this. I got the biggest screams. All right, guys, my name is Daniel Eachus. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Daniel Eachus, everybody.
Yes.
So, you are originally from Fresno.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yep. It's not the end of the world, but you can see it from there, right? And when did you go down to L.A.? When did you go down?
I moved in 2009-ish. Yes, 2008.
And you've kind of been full-time since then, or you?
Yeah, I went down there for school and all that, and then everybody goes, oh, you went down to school to be in comedy? You went to a clown school or something? No. But yeah, I moved down to Long Beach for that, and then I've stayed there ever since.
And you do all the clubs, you do the Improv down there?
Yeah, Laugh Factory, Improvs, Comedy Store, all that.
And website, you got a website?
DanielEachus.com, which is, my last name is EACHUS, Each and Us.
Each Us, everybody.
Bam.
Each Us. What do you got coming up?
Oh, let's see. I was in Volcano last night.
Yay!
If anyone, just saying, big thing.
Interesting crowd, huh?
Yeah, they were fun. I'll be in Fresno tonight. If anyone feels like doing something depressing, drive down there. No, it'll be a good show. I had 2 shows, Starving Artist Bistro and Zen Walk, 7 and 9, respectively. So.
Cool. And you were there 2 nights ago, actually, right?
I was, yeah.
So you're doing the little road trip stuff?
Going back. They were good shows.
Tell me some guys you've opened for that impressed you.
There's this guy, Ed, Tracey, yeah.
Where's my wallet? Here you go.
Couldn't sleep last night. It was one of those moments. I can't believe I opened for him.
That's because you were drunk. I was there.
It's true. I don't know. There was Christopher Titus early on. I got to open for him, so he's a cool guy.
Who would you like to open for?
Oh, there's this guy Ed who has this TV show. If I could just do that again, life would be...
Yeah.
I don't know. Jim Gaffigan actually is one of my favorite comedians.
Oh, funny guy.
And
funny guy. He needs a tan, though.
I think that would ruin like half his act, though.
He's so pale. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Daniel Eachus, everybody. When we come back from the break, we're going to hear from the one, the only Lance Harmon. We're also going to do some drawings. If you haven't been watching, we do some drawings. Last week we gave away Pat Benatar tickets. This week, courtesy of Jackson Rancheria, shameless plug, we love you. Give it up for Jackson Rancheria, everybody. Where, by the way, Jackson Rancheria would be happy to know my comics lost $800 last week at the Rancheria. Yeah. We gave them $100. They lost $800. Good deal. It was a good deal. We're going to give away Salt and Pepper tickets this week. Salt and Pepper. You think maybe we could get them on the show? Yeah. Yeah, it's perfect, right? Totally. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go to break. Lance, take us to break. We'll be right back. Laugh out loud, everybody.